So we're going to keep it right here. And now we have the image set. We are going to work on the title of the song, which is Atalewo, Atalewo, Atalewo. So I already find out some font that I'm going to use, which I think will make it cool. So the Atalewo is going to have this font. The name of the font is the Heighten. So I have to copy it, go back to the project, hit T to bring up your text or your font. Now you're going to paste what you copied to get your font right here. Okay. So now you just have to click and then the text will be active. Increase the font size to see what you're dealing with, and then start typing. Okay, so I don't like how the caps is looking, so I'm going to head over to the text format by clicking Ctrl+T while in the text editing, and you're going to have it right here. So I'm going to turn off the caps and then I'll start typing again. So I'm not going to, okay, let's just leave it this way. Click OK, position it well. Now looking at our background, I want something that is going to still blend with the green. So I'm going to the green panel or the color editing for the text. You click T to bring it up here. So you click this here, right? And then you are going to work around something to blend better with green. So I'm looking at something like lemon green. I'm looking at something like lemon green like so. Okay, so let's just leave it this. So this is popping right, nice, neat. So now we go back to the selection. So the wo is going to have this font. You copy it, come back to the font area, paste it here. Okay, so I already have this selected already. That is why it's changing. So you go back, make sure you head over to the layers and then click outside the text. Now you can click outside the text and then type the rest you need. So after typing this, we go over and then select our text. Okay. So now we'll bring this over here. Now we are looking at something great. So I don't want these things to be flat. This can be flat, but I want something something a little bit nice and some sort of design around the WO. So I think we should keep it white instead. Let's see to make it some differences. Okay, so I'm going to give this a shadow by going to the layers, double click on the text, and then we're going to hit drop shadow. So once you hit drop shadow, you could see shadow coming up right here. So um, you come into this area, click on the drop shadow, and you have some extra controls over here. So you're going to have to drag the distance back in place to see your effects of your shadow really well. Increase the opacity so that you can have the shadow come out, but you don't want it too much. You don't want it too much. I'll go ahead and change the shadow color to about this. I don't want something too strong. Change the blending mode to normal so you can have the color show very well. Okay, so I'm not getting the feeling that I want. Maybe let's try this. Because it's white, I want something cool to blend with white. So let's just keep it at this blue and see. It's not really coming out, but I'm going to overlap it and then we'll see what we get over there. So duplicate this one and then type A. So you just have to make this one, um, put it on top of it. Make sure that the O is on top of the W in the layers section. So let's just increase the W a little bit to match up with the O. Okay. So now that we have it this way, I'm thinking of bringing some extra colorful something to just complement the title of the song by selecting let me just select, before that I'll select the text and then group them together and then I'll just position it well. Okay, so I'm thinking about something rainbow, just something fancy, just to add up to brighten up the color because we don't have too much colors in there. So let's just try it and see how it goes. So we head over to the browser and then we search something like smoke, something like some coily colors. Let's just call it how do you call this? Color smoke, colored smoke. Let's just do Khaled Smoke PNG. Okay, so we are getting lots of it, and we're going to go through and pick the best. Okay, these are not really bad, but I don't think it's too much. So let's see if we can get a simple version of it. Okay, great. Look at this. Pretty. Very nice. Simple and nice. So let's open it and then try and see if we can get a transparent version of it. Download. So once the download is complete, we head over to the download section and then open it in Photoshop. So we're going to press Ctrl A to select all, and then we say Ctrl X to cut it. So we come back to our project. Okay, so now that we have the colored smoke cut, we're gonna paste it. Okay, so I don't know where to put it now here. Okay, it looks good with the white. Looks good, alright, but it's too big. Let's try and resize it. But we're going to put it behind it. Behind it, and see what we get over. Okay. So at this part, if you zoom in, you can see there's a straight cut over here. You want to prevent this by using the eraser tool to smoothen out that place. So once that you have your eraser tool click, you have to click on the left square bracket to bring it down, the brush down. Make sure the opacity is lower, and then you just click and drag over the place to make it a little more faint, to blend into it, to get rid of the sharp area. Okay, maybe you should just get it right here. Okay. So at this point, what is coming into my mind is actually to put some, you know, that some gramophone, old gramophones system that had some a stick over the plate or the disc. I'm thinking I should put something like that in the to make it more musically inclined, or something to bring some music factor into the artwork. So I think I have one already in a project that I'm going to head over to open, and then we'll bring it and see how that goes. So I'm going over to that project. Okay, so now that we have this thing here, this is what I was talking about. I'm going to just make some selection here, pick the stick out, but because it has a good outline, I'm going to pick the W to make W will just bring out the magic selection. I'll come here and you'll see the magic one to click into the area you want. Because it's black and white distinct, the magic is going to select it perfectly. Cut it, and then let's go back to our project. So we zoom in and we paste it. Once I have it here, we're going to bring it forward. Bring it forward this way. So now I'm thinking of making, because we have a green background, making it green. So we head over to double click the layer, go to the, the color overlay, hit the color, and then once you hover your mouse outside the area to the color, you have this eyedropper. Just click it and you pick the color you want directly. So now that it's green, I have to give it an outline. So we'll go over back again and hit on the stroke. So the stroke is going to give it an extra background layer outside it. So we change this color to white. You just have to increase the reduce the size just a little bit to make it decent, not too big, something like so. Okay, so now we have this. At this point, we are getting closer to what we want. I want to give the Atali a darker green stroke as well. So let's just keep it this way. Okay. Okay, that's too much. Maybe we should reduce it a little bit. Okay, so at this point, I would want to bring the name of the artist on top here, which is Crolio. So we just have to pick a simple text. I don't want too much into this artwork. A simple text here. I have to click outside it. Insert. We change this to white to make it simple. Put it just in the middle to make it more aligned. At this point, let's just reduce the size to about 24. Okay. So we have the name also on top there. We have to go into our document and then put some logos that we need to put in the artworks as requested. So these are the logos. We're going to select this and that. Yeah, these are the two logos. So I want the PNG versions of it. Open them with Photoshop. You select all by pressing Ctrl A, Ctrl X, come to your document and then Ctrl V. Because we are on a green, I can't use this. We have to go over to the properties and change the color to white. These are logos that are going to just identify the producers of the music. So we just have to put it beneath it, very small, not too big. So okay, drag it here. Let's go for the next one. So I want the one with white text. So this is one way, or this is just a way that we put things together, think through it, try it out. If it works, fine. If it doesn't, you keep on. So designing from scratch is actually a little bit difficult because you would have to picture everything in your mind and then recreate it as you imagine it. So we're going to reduce this one of this to the same color, to the same size beneath as well. So we put it right here. And then the last one is just CB something studios. So we have it here. The this is the font that I need to. This is what we are going to put there. And this is the font. So once we are here, we'll search for the text, paste what we need, and then we look for the font name. Right there. Right. So at this point, we are getting closer to the end of the design, which everything is coming out good. So this is a very creative way of putting together these music covers for these artists over there, and then you get paid a decent amount of money. So this way, I think we are almost done. But like I want my music covers. I always want to put some outline around the whole work. So we'll have to go through that by picking this shape here, rounded shape, and I'm going to drag all over it this way, giving it some feel. But before that, you just have to change the fill color to white because we want it to be seen clearly as we work with it. So we drag back and then drag it again to have it. Drag it all over. Okay, so don't mind what you're seeing. You just have to resize it and get how you want it. I want the edges to be a little bit curved, so you come into the properties right here, and then the properties is right here this way. Or you can go to the Windows menu, and then you search for your properties over here. That's it right here. So with this, you hold onto this edge and then you drag it. As you have the middle length, you're going to have it all rounded up simultaneously. So at this point, I want the white to be at this area, not in the middle. So we are going to use this trick by going to the layers, rasterize it. This is a very quick way of doing that. Select the magic wand by clicking W, hit on the white space area, go to select and do inverse selection. So once you have the inverse selection, you have the selection now at this point. At this point, you just have to create a new layer over here. Create a new layer, and so you have the new layer here. Make sure the background is set to white, and then you're going to click on Control plus the backspace or the delete key to color that place. Now you can see that all the work has turned to white, so don't worry, just go back to your layers and take off the white area you put first. So now you have your outline there beautifully. So now at this point, I think what we are left with is another inscription up there, which will be news to entertainment. So we are going to copy this, make a duplicate of that, and then reduce the size. So guys, this is a simple way. It's not that simple because you need to rethink this um, ideas, make sure it's not too complicated, and then put colors together and then have it done. So we're going to push it to the top here and start typing news to entertainment. I'm going to change the color to, let's say, something like that. I think a little lighter. So yes, at this point we are heading to the end of our design, and I think it's looking good. It's looking good. Just have to put this right here. It's looking good. You can decide to make a little more advanced or put some touches to it again by maybe bringing some, if you decide, if you like, maybe some guitars, put it at the side, something more music um, oriented, and then you can still upgrade the artwork. So guys, this is how so guys, this is how you start designing a music cover from scratch or with nothing on your document. I hope with this video you have been able to learn about some of the tricks, some of the tools that I use in some of these works that we do. So if you like this video, guys, if you like this video, please subscribe to this channel, Bright Future, hit on the notification bell, and then we can notify you anytime we put a new video out there. Thank you so much for watching this episode. Kindly leave a message in the comment section, and then give us your ideas, give us your opinions about our work, and then we respond to that. Thank you very much. Bye bye.